In today's episode of the Hexagon Challenge, we are back in the Copa Colombia Final. It's the second leg at our home ground against Deportivo Cali. Can we pick up our third piece of silverware domestically for the season? Hello everyone and welcome back to the Hexagon Challenge here on Shaun Does FM. I hope you are doing well. If you are new to the channel or returning and have not done so already, then please do hit that subscribe button, turn that notification bell on, leave a comment down below, any of that good stuff. Let me know who you think is going to win this final today. That would be interesting to see. And that is our task today, is to try and win this Copa Colombia Final 0-0 after the first leg. That was 2 episodes ago. If you haven't seen that, that's the episode you'll need to go back and watch. It was an entertaining little draw, I would say. And of course, since then we had the Copa Libertadores semi-final second leg against Flamengo, a game that I would highly recommend you guys go and check out. Probably one of the most exciting of the season to date. And we now find ourselves, if we go to the schedule, and you will scroll down, and we have a Copa Libertadores final to look forward to. Currently 3 games away. That is going to change by the time we get into the semi-final second phase group stage Colombian domestic thing that goes on, which is going to really make our fixture congestion quite annoying leading into a big game like that, but we'll have to deal with it. It was just good to get past Flamengo because, yeah, as I said in yesterday's episode, they were a good team with Neymar and Danilo and the likes of that. But today it's back to domestic duties. A 0-0 draw in that first league against Deportivo Cali, as I said a couple of episodes ago. A game that we did dominate, but we just didn't get any goals from. So hopefully that will change today. We have had the one game in between yesterday's episode and today's. It was against our former team, Cúcuta Deportivo, away from home. We did a full rotation for this game and we came out with a nice 2-0 win. Carlos Ramos, our young striker, picking up 2 goals. A very good performance from him, aided by some other good performances. Akasieti, Ortiz, Horazo, our defence, having good games, as well as Patino, Buichlago, and Mosquera yet again having a nice game after securing us the match-winning goal against Flamengo. So a good performance there from our mostly rotated team. You can see Lara was also in the mix in goal. He is clearly better than our second best option these days, so we're just leaving him in all squads. But today we take Deportivo Cali home 0-0 after the first league. As I said, hopefully we can get the job done. We will join you guys again once the match coverage starts. We do get TV coverage for this game. Our team with Williams, Duran out. We have to shuffle that front three around. Walmsley and Gutierrez on the wings with Oscar up front now. Otherwise, the team that you would come to expect from us, that's our only injury. Deportivo Cali looking pretty similar to the first league from what I can tell today. They are in the dark blue, kind of navy, and we are in our white with the green stripe down the middle, playing right to left in front of our home fans. This isn't a competition, as I've said before, that the board care about at all, but with that Copa Libertadores final coming up, it is a really good test to see how we perform in these one-off games as Walmsley makes his way into the box, or towards the box early, and back out to Guzman. Zolu for Walmsley, back to Palaza, Boya. He has a shot, Velasquez blocks, and we'll see how we can get on in a situation quite similar to what it will be in a few weeks' time. Perez with a ball in, Boya, Zulu in for Oscar. Oh, nice 1-2. Oh, Walmsley with a great early chance, but Lucho Garcia flying around from the top corner and puts that over the bar. I'll try and make not too many wrestling jokes about that name, and it is a free kick as Cerna has handled the ball from the corner, and it remains 0-0 early, although now it is Deportivo Cali with the ball, albeit from an attack from us, it looked like. And Olaya runs into our half, back to Lentelia. Rodriguez. Would be nice to win. It's not the end of the world, but with a full team out there, or our best team that we can muster at the moment, it would be nice. Monroy in a really nice spot there. Don't know how he got onside, but it's a great save from Lara, and he keeps it at 0-0. That would have been a bit of a setback, but we keep it out. Rodriguez puts the corner in. Lara once again coming out to claim that nicely, and it will still be 0-0 after 5 minutes. 28th minute, we're in now a pretty quiet game after the first 5. Zulu, though, with the ball, he finds Boyer, and the midfielders knock it around up to Wormsley, who's just inside the box, to Oscar. He'll have a shot that's blocked back to Zulu. What can he do, the South African? Back to Perlaza and Guzman. Nice ball over, trying to find Wormsley. It's cut out to Guzman again, though, so we might be able to get something going here. Perlaza just holds it up there, finds Oscar, back to Wormsley, over to Guzman in the box. He finds a ball. Oh, how have they kept that out? We could just need to get a touch on that, and it was probably a goal. They clear it, though, and it's still 0 at the half-hour mark. Free kick to Deportivo Cali late in this first half. Cerna clears off the header, and Oscar's going to get on the end of this. And you have Gutierrez catching him up quite quickly as well. Oscar just looking to play a ball. It's for Wormsley. He's in nicely here. Oh, he just held it up. Perlaza in the box. Can we get a shot off? Back to Guzman, who is on a yellow card. Zulu. Back to Perlaza. We had a good chance here on the counter. We've just held the ball up here. Now Boyer back to Zulu. He'll find Perez. Can we get a shot off here? He holds it up back to Boyer. And they're just knocking around our midfielders. Boyer back out to Perez. What can we do? Boyer yet again. It's out to Perlaza. He'll have a shot. Oh, what a goal from Johnny Perlaza. Outside the box. It was taking a while for us to get something off there. I was just thinking if we should move the tempo down from extremely high to high, much like we've done a few times in continental competitions this season to get something going. But Perlaza and acres of space, pinpoint accuracy, bottom left corner, and we should go into half-time 1-0 up. And indeed, we will, just what we needed, because on the basis of those stats, you'd have to say that we did have slightly the better of that first half, possession-wise, definitely 59% to 41%. And luckily, we got that goal right on the brink of half-time, very similar to the Flamengo game. And that will give our boys a bit of a head lift going into the second half. We'll tell the boys, there weren't really great options there, were there? We'll tell them that we've got a bit of faith in them anyway, the ones who aren't already motivated. Those options at the general team talk were awful. And we'll leave things as they are for now. Zulu is on a yellow heart, and we'll actually tell Guzman, I think we'll get him to ease off tackles as well. He already is. Okay, that's not ideal on the yellow. So we'll see how we get on. Zulu might have to come off at some stage, but he is so good at those long shots, so I would like to leave him on as long as possible. But Deportivo Cali are kicking off the second half, playing right to left. They will be looking for an equalising goal. Away goals do not count. So even if they did get a goal, it would still be going to extra time. We find Gutierrez there off a long ball. The shot is blocked though. And Deportivo Cali can't get anything going on the counter. 1-0 early in the second half. Corner to Deportivo Cali. Rodriguez to take it for them. They have had the better of the second half from what we've seen to date. Now, what's happened there? The ball ended up in the back of the net, but I think we got a free kick for a push there, so that is fortunate. We now have a throw-in that Guzman gives straight to Lamus. It's a loose pass back to him, although they do tidy it up. Playing it vertically across the box, not ideal if I was their manager. Now Perlaza sends that back to Angel as we get the clearing goal kick. Not goal kick, but kick from the goalkeeper. Now Gutierrez heads that on it, so interesting option. Lucho Garcia with the ball, and maybe it will be Deportivo Cali getting something going here. Angel heads that out to Gutierrez. He keeps the ball in. Okay, maybe this is going to be for us. A 2-goal lead would be very nice. Zulu up to Oscar, who playing up front today, a position he's not awfully familiar with. But we'll see how we can get on there. We need our best players out there these days. Wormsley with a ball. Gutierrez on the end of it. Wonderful save from Lucho Garcia. Thought it might be going wide, but he has made the save anyway. And it was a very good one. Diving low towards that bottom left corner. We have the corner. Cerna heads it, but it's over the bar. A great couple of chances there, but still 1-0. And we now have another throw-in. Guzman is going to try and find Oscar. He does. He'll find Zulu. Back to Oscar. Out to Guzman. He's in a lot of space. He'll try and find a ball. Wormsley will get on the end of it, but his shot is blocked. Although Cerna is going to tidy this up. Back out to Guzman. Zulu. Can we get a second goal into Boyer? Here's a long shot. Hits the post. Wormsley has a swipe, but he's missed it. That would have been an absolute goal. The keeper was committed. And we're creating enough chances, but we need to make another one go in. And there's a chance for Deportivo Cali from a free kick, but we have blocked it. And it's still 1-0 at the 60-minute mark. Quite a few players on yellow hearts, but no one really having a shocker yet. So we'll keep things as they are now. Oscar, he's going to have a shot from wide out, but for a wee way out, I should say, and Lucho Garcia holds on to that safely. 60 minutes gone. I think I'm going to take Guzman off. Just don't like having that yellow card on there, and we can put Akasietti in there anyway, and he is a very able replacement, albeit not a natural left back, but he will do a job for us out there, certainly. Of the rest, Perry's not having a great, overly good game. Actually, yeah, I think we'll bring Mancia on for him as well. We'll freshen up our defence, especially on the wide defence, so that these guys are fit in case some people try and take them on, and hopefully that will help. And we still have one change to make later on should we need to. There's Guzman, who's about to come up. We'll put a ball, come off, about to put a ball over. Buitrago cuts it out, and now Olaya is in behind here. It looks like he's taking on Cerna. His tackle is missed. Back out to Rodriguez. He finds Velasquez, shot blocked. We will get on the end of that for Gutierrez. We'll make those subs. 25 to go, or just over now. We have a free kick that Boyer puts in. And Hal gets on the end of it, but his shot blocked. And he will now look to find a teammate. He finds Zulu. Back to Cerna. Can we get a second goal? Deportivo Cali, they've definitely come at us in the second half, but we're holding on. A 2-goal cushion would be nice. Now, Boyer, we switch it out to the right. He puts a ball in. Oscar heads it, but Lucho Garcia with a fairly comfortable save, and it remains 1-0. And we will take Zulu off here as well. I feel he's just a little bit tired. In terms of subs, I think Buitrago is probably the best option for him. Make that sub. That's all our subs though, so it's going to be very interesting. Let's see if we can hold on to this lead for the last 25 minutes. Throw in that Akasietti will take. He finds Palaza. Back out to Akasietti, hunting for the second goal to give us a nice little cushion. Buitrago for Oscar. He's making a run there, Buitrago. The ball just held up a little bit there thanks to a tackle, but we do keep possession. Now Palaza, the goal scorer. It's now out from Boyer to Akasietti. He puts a ball in. Oscar tries to get his head to it. Can't, and it's out to Rodriguez. Will Deportivo Cali be doing something on the counter here? No. Nice work from the Peruvian Akasietti. Now Buitrago, Oscar. Gutierrez, our regular striker. Here's a crack just over the bar. The keeper didn't get anything on it, and it's still 1-0 with 20 to go. 89th minute, and we've got a throw in here. Akasietti tries to find Oscar Khan. It's a nice clearance too out to Monroy, and they look to get us on the counter. Boy, it would be heartbreaking to concede one here. He finds Velasquez. Oh yes, it's a goal. Mancia with a shocking clearance attempt, and they have pegged this back late to 1-1, and they absolutely have stolen one from us here at the moment. And we're out of subs too, so we can't even look at penalties. This was a nice run from Monroy. I thought Mancia had it covered, but he's made a mistake of that header, and that could cost us a trophy. 1-1 going into the 90th minute. Throw in to Deportivo Cali as they now try and get us yet again, although, who's going to get on the end of that? It is Oscar. Now Buitrago picks it up. Over to Oscar again. I've still got these guys time wasting, which probably isn't the smartest thing. I need to change that, but Buitrago back to Palaza. We're in the last minute of play. Can we get a late winner? Boyer just mucking around Mancia, who hopefully he can do something. Oscar with a shot, not a bad one, but Lucho Garcia, another good save. I'll just tell these guys to stop time wasting. Keep the higher tempo, I think. But we'll see how we get on. I'm not sure if this goes to extra time or straight to penalties either, but Lucho Garcia with a long ball. And once again, it's Cerna with a push in the back there. That's not great work from our boys. They will have a free kick to try and steal it completely. Velasquez taking his sweet time over this free kick. Puts it in. And it's all over. And we're straight to penalties. Oh dear, Mancia. What have you done here? Okay, we're going to go in the order that I think is suggested here. So Oscar, Walmsley and Palaza, because they've both got the same composure. After that, we've got Angel, who has taken some penalties for us this season. I think Boyer might be number 5. He's not as nervous as Akasietti, so that's something we do need to keep in mind. I might even chuck Gutierrez on next and then put Akasietti. And after that, we'll chuck the likes of Mancia. We've got Cerna and Buitrago. Buitrago should probably be better at penalties than Cerna. And Lara right at the bottom. Akasietti is anxious. I might actually dump him all the way at the bottom just because of that. I'm hoping I don't regret that. In the end, the board don't care about this trophy, but as I said, I would like to get it, and that will be how we go. We'll just make sure that still makes sense, and it does, all bar a Cassietti. Tell the boys that home advantage is huge, and we'll tell the defenders that we have faith in them. Yeah, everyone seems fairly comfortable, except for Perez. That's another player that we need to, although he's not out there now, so that's not the end of the world either. Cassietti now seems motivated, or maybe we should have left him where he was. It will be Vidal first for Deportivo Cali. Can we get a save? Nice camera view for this. And it's a very good penalty from Vidal, and Deportivo Cali will go 1-0 up. We are taking our penalty second. Oh, we had that game under control. I can't help but feel that Mancia era might cost us big time. Oscar, his penalty saved. Oh dear, our best penalty taker is missed. Oh boy. Oh well, maybe this is something we can practice on before the Copa Libertadores final. Monroy, his is saved, and very well from Lara. Holds on to it. Doesn't just save it, but holds on to it. And we are back at level terms as long as Walmsley can bury this. And he does. Just gets it past the keeper. Right. That makes up for Oscar. Walmsley puts it in the back of the net. It is 1-1, and we do have the home advantage too. Hopefully that helps us. Velasquez for them sends Lara the wrong way, and they are now 2-1 up, albeit we've got a penalty shot on them to try and level this up after free each. Palaza to take it, and he buries that bottom left corner exactly like their penalty, and it is 2-2. Campo for Deportivo Cali lines it up. And Lara makes another save. Oh, Edgar Lara having a blinder. Let's hope he can take this sort of form into the Copa Libertadores final if we have to get to a penalty shootout. And Hal saved as well. Both of our regular penalty takers have had one save today. Some very average stuff here. Every time we get ourselves back into this, we are gifting them back into that. Renteria sends Lara the wrong way. And now it is must score for us being second. Coming up is Hector Boyer, the midfielder. Boy, oh boy, the long run up to, I hate when they do that. It makes me think we're going to miss. Can he bury it? Running out, Hector Boyer. It's, oh boy, he should have saved that. The goalkeeper for Deportivo Cali, it was straight at him and he ducked it, but we're still in it luckily. And it's Lamos for Deportivo Cali. Must score, he does. And now we have to score or we will lose this final. It was a good penalty there from Lannis. And now the big walk again, this time Alejandro Gutierrez, a player who should be burying chances like these. He is a striker by nature, so if you're going to have anyone come up and take these, he's probably one of the ones you do want. And he does, thankfully. Right, here we go. Now we are starting to get to the dodgy ones. It's their captain, Boy Schlago, a player I would not mind bringing in if we stayed here for another season. And he sends our keeper the wrong way, Lara, conceding 3 in a row after 2 good saves out of the first 4. And who is coming up for us now is Mancia, the player who conceded the conceded the goal. He was a large hand in it. If he misses this, it's not been a good day for him. Can he redeem himself? No, he cannot, and we lose the Colombian Cup. Oh, I've had a shocker there bringing Mancia on, haven't I? He has absolutely cost us that game. It's not the end of the world. The board don't care about that, but as long as the morale doesn't drop too much, we'll be right. That is very disappointing. No, that's a game we 100% should have been winning. We were all over them. They did have some chances, to be fair to them, early in that second half, but to concede an 89th minute goal, thanks to a missed header by Mancia, a player that we bought in mid-season from America to Cali, and for him to then miss a penalty, that is so disappointing, albeit we probably had chances to wrap it up before them through the likes of Oscar. Who else missed? I'm trying to remember. And Hal, that was who else missed. So, yeah, Edgar Lara did a pretty good job for us in goal there, but unfortunately, after dominating that game, all it took was just Mancia. Yep, that is unfortunate. Not the end of the world. The board aren't judging us on that, but it's a bit frustrating. I'll tell them that I'm disappointed, and hopefully it will give them a bit of focus going into the Copa Libertadores final. So having a quick look at the dynamics after that, club atmosphere down slightly, but I think it's not going to have too bad an impact on us. Just frustrating, and hopefully when we get to the Copa Libertadores final, we can maybe turn things around in penalties or just get the job done in 90 minutes. That would be nice. Of course, this team does look very much a team for the future, so even if we didn't win that Copa Libertadores final, we would give it a really good crack next year. But now that we are in the final, of course, we sure as heck want to win it. So when we come back, now this is interesting because we don't actually know when this Colombian second semi-final phase thing is how it's gonna happen and that, but I can't imagine that is going to finish before the Copa Libertadores final is. So I think our next game is indeed going to be the Copa Libertadores final. Keep an eye on my social medias, my Twitter mainly. It's Shaun Does FM, same as on here. I will keep you guys updated as to what game's next if it's not the Palmeiras one. But it probably is going to be, and we will come back for that. Hopefully this time we can win our third trophy of the season. It wasn't to be today, but if we have to sacrifice the Copa Colombia for the Copa Libertadores, I will take that all day, every year. So, if you did enjoy today's episode where we bottled the Copa Colombia, then make sure to leave a thumbs up down below. Also, subscribe to the channel and turn on that notification bell if you have not done so already. And until most likely the Copa Libertadores final, Atletico Nacional against Palmeiras, enjoy the rest of your day. Cheers.